Welcome to Central Valley Today. I'm Connie Tran. Thank you so much for joining me. And we often hear about events bringing awareness to different cancers or heart disease, but now a local doctor is asking you to think about your liver. Now here are the reasons why and details on the Liver Expo that she's spearheading. We welcome Dr. Marina Roitman, the clinical professor of medicine at UCSF Fresno and director of the UCSF Fresno Liver Program. Thank you so much, Dr. Roitman, for joining me today. So I know people may know that I'm normally the host of MedWatch. I've met you a few times and I know the importance of liver health because of you. But if you want to fill our viewers in on why it's so important to stay liver healthy.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Yeah.
So the liver does a couple important functions in the body. First of all, it's the cleaning station of the body. So everybody's body produces toxins, and liver's job, along with the kidneys, is to clean and wash those toxins out. The other important function of the liver is to make certain things. And one of the things the liver makes is the proteins, albumin, to keep our bodies nourished. And the other thing that the liver does, it makes the protein to help our blood to be sticky. So if we cut ourselves or we injure ourselves, we don't bleed out. So these are vitally important functions of the liver.
Absolutely. So it sounds like it's one of those organs that if it is not in tip-top shape, if it's not healthy, then you may go downhill, right?
Absolutely.
Talk to us about that.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, we're not able to survive without a functioning liver. And we all know about kidney dialysis, right? So if your kidney is no longer working, we're able to go on dialysis and lead a relatively normal life. Unfortunately, there's no liver dialysis. So it's crucially important that we keep our liver in good shape because unfortunately, other than the liver transplant, there's no way to replace the liver function.
Before I get into this amazing expo and free event that the public definitely needs to check out, talk to us about what are some of the risk factors to damaging your liver.
Absolutely. So most patients that come to my office that are referred for liver disease feel that it's the alcohol that's damaging the liver. And alcohol can unquestionably damage the liver, but there's so many other diseases that can damage the liver that patients are unaware. So one of the first things that I do when I talk to the patients, I reassure them, I know you're not a drinker, I know this is not your problem, so let's talk about other things that could potentially damage the liver. So one of the things that is really kind of an emerging epidemic in the United States and in other industrialized countries is fatty liver disease. Fatty liver disease is an accumulation of fat in the liver in patients who are overweight, who have diabetes, who don't exercise, have an unhealthy diet. And this accumulation of fat in the liver over time can lead to the liver damage, just like drinking can.
So it's equivalent, even if you're a non-drinker, you can still damage your liver equally as much as, say, a heavy drinker does.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have, every day we see patients with liver cirrhosis, which is an advanced form of damage to the liver, purely from fatty liver disease, also known as non-alcoholic steatohepatitis.
There you go. I imagine there's a lot more information you can give on liver, and you're going to with your upcoming Liver Expo. So talk to us about this great event.
So, like you said, you know, many people are aware of cancer issues and heart disease issues and lung disease issues, but oftentimes we're not really thinking about the liver. But the liver, again, is a crucially important organ. So our thought at UCSF Fresno was to create a community event where people can come and learn about the importance of the liver health and also can get some free testing done to see how their liver is doing.
Excellent. So give us some of the details here. It's next month, October, right?
Yeah, October is the liver month, the liver health month,
liver awareness.
Liver awareness month. Thank you. Which is why we scheduled our event to happen at that time.
Great, October 19th.
October 19th.
And it is free and open to the public?
It is absolutely free and open to the public. We'd love to see as many representatives of the public as we can.
So there's no reason for you to not get out there and check to see if you have a healthy liver.
Absolutely. There's actually a lot of reasons to do it because in addition to learning about fatty liver disease, about hepatitis C, you can also have your liver tested for
That's
fatty liver
excellent.
disease.
So it's a bit interactive, and you can really get a lot out of it, not only information, but you can get tested.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
We will provide free testing for fatty liver disease.
Oh,
We
wow.
will provide also free testing for hepatitis C. And in addition to being serious and providing the testing, we'll also have a lot of fun. We
Great.
will have a boot camp to begin with, so people can learn about the importance of exercise in the health of the liver disease. We will have some nutrition and cooking demonstrations, so people can learn how to eat healthy, for their liver, in addition to have all the serious stuff.
Absolutely. A lot of great tips, and you're going to get a whole lot more of that. And right before we wrap up, tell us where it's going to be taking place.
It's going to be downtown at UCSF Fresno.
Excellent.
On October 19th, and I'm hoping to see a lot of folks there.
Excellent. We are hoping that you all get out there. There's the information up there on the screen. No reason for you not to go. It's free to the public, and you definitely want to register online. Thank you so much to Dr. Marina Roitman for joining us and giving us great tips on having a nice, healthy liver.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Thanks. All right, coming up, how the local